And welcome back, YouTube. This time around we pretty much have built our ship. I also went ahead and placed the shielding up already, to which I discovered that there is some problems with steam engines and how they work. Because whenever you turn the power requirement up, like placing shielding, then the steam engines require more power and they drop. You need to increase the steam pressure inside the pistons in order for them to keep on working decently. So I actually went ahead and placed this. Set boiler burn rate when it's out of combat 0.2 and it's in combat 0.8. And I placed the same thing with shieldings, just that shields are now slightly bit on a delay. So once they turn off, the shields will stay up for 5 to 10 seconds, and then the steam engine's gonna start dropping their burn rate, because otherwise the pistons have a habit of blowing up, which is very, very annoying. Well, not much I can do about that, but yeah, all of our weapons have been practically placed, and also some of the shaping have been done to the ship. As you can see here, added some crenellations onto the sides there, and at the rear as well. It's not exactly what I wanted out of it, but it pretty much comes down that I screwed up the front guns here, and I should place them a block higher. But currently the ship is already at 39,000 in volume. Yep, we managed to build a bulwark. So I'm not that much willing on going into increasing the size of the ship any further. But yeah, one last step. We're gonna have to manage the guns on this ship, which gonna take us some time, I suppose. And hopefully I'm gonna get it done all in one episode. Otherwise, yeah, that might be an issue. But for starters, let's place some of the basic local weapon controllers. That gonna be and these guns, they are 4-shot guns, and they have like a metal beam in the middle of them. Where are you, the metal beam? Ah, it's right here, you see? So what I'm gonna do is actually remove the metal beam, as it's not really required here to be. I mean, the connection is done over to the sides with these ammunition barrels, which will make this gun slightly bit teeny weeny more sensitive, but to blowing up. But yeah, I can live with that, I suppose. Now we're also gonna have to do some trickery here. We're gonna place first a metal block, like that. Then we're gonna place our AI controller. And the AI controller should be, yeah, and we'll remove the metal block on the top here, so that this body is now having some amount of space around it, so we can put a wireless receiver and a failsafe, of course, like that. Yeah, where is, and this local weapon controller, controlling one weapon, has a failsafe connected, and it's connected to the mainframe. Yeah, and that's how I do things inside these turrets, because they do have that metal beam inside of them. So it's I just do it like that. And we're gonna do the same thing here. It's just pretty much placing 1, 2, and top. AI, local weapon controller. Okay. You have to be kind of careful that we won't accidentally start removing parts of the parts that we would not supposed to be removing. Kind of skittish way of doing things, but well, has no failsafe connected. Okay, so one thing that I can do, weapon controller, remove it, Weapon controller, yes. Kinda hard to note what I'm actually doing here. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. Metal block, metal block. I could use P, couldn't I? Yeah, it still doesn't tell me how is this thing rotated properly. No. Definitely not telling me. Like this. It needs to be properly rotated, otherwise the failsafe cannot be connected to the actual local weapon controller, which is very annoying, but well, that's how it is, and we do kind of want to have a failsafe there, even though the failsafe, the way it's it's let's check again on this one side that it does have the failsafe connected properly. Where are you? I'm lost in the labyrinth of my own turret. Oh yeah, it's connected. Yeah, it is connected. It's kind of a pain to do that. You know, this way of building stuff. Maybe better do it at the start rather than at the end. And AI, local weapon controllers. Yeah. It's not the best way of how you can connect the local weapon controllers to the weapon, but it's going to work, and that's all that it matters at this point. It doesn't even matter. I mean, the way that you're placing the transceivers and failsafe, it doesn't all that matter, just as long as they're properly connected to the actual local weapon controller. Is this one? Oops. Yeah, like that. And wireless receiver. What the hell, man? Okay, like that. Local weapon controller has a failsafe connected, controlling one weapon, and connected to the mainframe. So that's it. Our foremost guns have been connected. Now I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna yet again go into build. And the reason why I'm gonna go into the build, because if you do it like this, if you press Q and you enable extra constraints and then you get out, it throws you into the first fucking character. Just the most annoying thing ever. So yeah, build. And we're gonna use it like this. Max azimuth, max elevation. Elevation is up down, azimuth is left to right, and here you can see it. It's 180 to whatever reasonable thing it is. Let's see on this side, it's gonna be a bit easier. 130, 140, 150, yeah. It's 150. Both sides. It's gonna be just good enough. Just as long as they don't try to do some odd stuff about it. And we're also gonna place this at number 5. Drop this to 0.5 on everything. I have no idea what this market dispersion is. Absolute no idea. Never played it. Yeah. Okay, and copy to clipboard, and we now have to copy that setting to pretty much all of the guns here, so that they will all have the same conditions to fire, or the turret may go slightly bit nutty from time to time. The turrets, those guns do have motor turrets, so they can turn slightly bit in advance, like 5 degrees here and there, but in general they shouldn't allow them to move all that much. Where is the... and now we're looking for... here you are. 360 turret. Yeah, based from clipboard as well. This one is the most important one. and it will pretty much help the turret there to actually properly rotate. It's the most important part. If all the guns can be, you know, they won't fire if you go out of bounds, but if the turret keeps on trying to turn, well, then you're still screwed. And the same thing here. It's practically the same settings on all of the forward guns. I don't think I have to change that all that much. Well, hopefully. As soon as the ship starts shooting itself, then, well, that can be a problem. You can also detect slightly bit on a failsafe. You can check it over and help it with that one. Now, the back gun is just the opposite direction, right? So this is gonna be a bit more tricky. If you just face from clipboard, you can see that it's gonna be able to only fire forward. It's gonna try to turn forward immediately and gonna try to fire forward, even though that's the direction it cannot fire at. So that's a problem. And flipping the azimuth constraints like that does not work. You actually have to set it. Now, if 150, 80 degrees, so 30. And a 30 here as well. So you can see here, this is pretty much one of the points. The other one is on the other side. And now you can flip azimuth constraint, copy to clipboard, and of course, now we're gonna have to paste the yes. You can go even further into detail because there is a slight degree of difference between the guns, especially in advanced cannons. I figured out, but in general, is not really necessary to go to that amount of detail. So I will not. Yay. All right, so that's done. We could set this gun, back gun, pretty much the same way. I don't think we have to go into any particular detail of it. Hopefully, this one will be then yet again 150. And 150. 1.5. Yes. Nope. Oh yeah, we could copy to clipboard. Yes. And we're gonna have to set the back gun as well to be paste from clipboard, to be number 4 rather than to being number 5, so we won't be having our main cram weaponry on the same button. Well, that's that. This is the easy part, you could say. We're also gonna need to put the AI on, that I do not forget. Now, in this case, build, and in this case, well, I could place the AI underneath here, but I'm gonna actually just attach it to the side of the turret. It works just as fine, and yeah, it can get blown off or something, but it would work. If it gets blown off on one of these, then pretty much the entire gun is gone. as well. I don't see any point in problem of doing that. And we're gonna do the same thing here over here. Local weapon controllers. Yeah, I want you like this. And also the receiver. So now if we check, we have our control of the weaponry, and this is what we want. That the gun turns if the target changes its direction. That it does not try to go through the bloody cabin in order to shoot the enemy, and as the result it would just be there stuck. That would be very unfortunate, and as the end result, yeah, they're turning now fine. Let's check the bigger guns here at the front. They're all going toward one direction, yeah, like that, and then we turn around, and they go, yes, the other way. So they will not try to turn themselves through the hull of the ship. That's, in my opinion, the most important aspect of this. As you can see, it automatically starts turning in the direction that it can actually turn, so it doesn't get stuck. Whether or not it gonna potentially shoot its own ship, that's a complete another question. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So now the centralized weapon has been done with. Let's try to fix the secondaries here. This is gonna be a bit more difficult. Yeah. Oops. Q. Enable extra constraints, and we're pretty much gonna have to do it like this. About 30. Oh, this one is going. Yes, it's going in this direction. So, how much space we have down there? 100. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it like this and flip it over, and it's gonna be number 3. Oh, and required accuracy 0.5. Copy to clipboard, and also, well, in this case, I'm gonna have to paste from clipboard, so we have the same up and down. In this one, it's gonna be a bit more tricky, I suppose. No. Well, we could go like this. 180. This one goes in this direction. Should I? Yeah, I can leave it at 180. It should not impair the capabilities. Like 10 degrees. Oh. No. These are twin guns. Well, that was a bit of a faux pas. I forgot that this one actually got saved up as well, so it just jumped over and made it such. Okay. And now the bottom. No. Turret? Yes. Paste from clipboard. That's just the weapon pasting. And here we're doing just the opposite. It's gonna be fine. And of course copy to clipboard, and as well as Q paste from clipboard. And we're gonna go to this one now and copy to clipboard and paste from clipboard, and of course yet again we're gonna have to do 30. We need to get to negative 30, something like that, and leave this at 180. Copy to clipboard, and of course paste from clipboard. Ooh. And blah, blah, blah. Now here, because the guns are symmetrical, we can actually add local weapon controllers in a symmetrical basis, and I'm also not pasting them over the turrets, I'm pasting them over on the hull, so that should AI. Oh, this is a bungus of the massive proportions. Controlling one weapon. Yeah, like that. Failsafe at the back. And wireless transmitter receiver at the front. So this one is now connected properly. This one has a connection down here. Yeah, it's gonna be just fine. A bit vulnerable, but well, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. If that turret glows, the control is gonna go out as well. It's just simple as that. I don't really feel the need of specifically protecting this, because it's gonna blow. If the gun blows, the air control is gone as well. So now we're gonna test these guns as well. As you can see, turret there are not rotating, and the moment that it gets in range, yeah, it turns the right way around. As you can see, it's working. Whew, that's 2 down, some extra to go. Actually, we can copy this one onto this guns up as well. I think we can. So much hate this jumping on the camera. They have to fix that. Yeah, okay, it's gonna be okay. 360 turret. Baseball clipboard, yes. I should put them on 2, I suppose. And baseball clipboard yet again, like that. Now here is the bit of a problem. I do know. Yeah, it's properly setting. Okay, now this back one. No, we should first try to do this one. Based from clipboard, and of course just the other way around. And here 10. It isn't 10. Oh, it's positive 10. Yeah. Oh, I'm dumb. And paste from clipboard. And well, we could place the eye on the gun, but we can also place it next to the gun, so it's okay. We're gonna do it later, and it's which directions are you turning? Okay. Yeah, like that. And here, what about 20 degrees or so? It seems to be, it's gonna be just fine, I suppose. Yeah. Copy the clipboard, and of course, down there. Paste from clipboard. It's copy the clipboard. Crap. Copy the clipboard. Paste from clipboard. Yeah, negative 10. Nope. It's gonna be positive 20. 180. What we said, 70 or so. Yeah. And of course, the same thing had to be done for the turret. Paste from clipboard. And we're gonna now place. No. Like that. B. And N. And this is not actually done on the guns now. This is on the hull, so it should not. The turret should not get stuck. Up. Well, hopefully it should not get stuck. I mean, there is nothing. The turrets are considered to be a single block that can turn 360, no matter how close it is to any other object, as long as, of course, it's only the spinner there. If you, as soon as you place a block onto the spinner, then it tries to turn and it just cannot. So let's put 4 like that, and I'm kind of afraid that it may shoot into the front turret there. Yeah, that's 20 degrees. Yeah, I'm gonna E. Oh, this one goes like that, and 160. Okay, like that. Yeah, and yeah, this is actually, and without flip azimuth constraints, and copy the clipboard. And Q. Build Q. Yeah, let's try it again. And where are you? Paste from clipboard. Okay. Paste from clipboard, and how are you set up? Okay, apparently you have to be set up just opposite direction. I suspect 10 and 160. Okay. Yeah. Copy the kill bolt. And yet again. Oh, wait. Wait. That's 10. You need to be negative 10. Because you're on the other side. Okay. Copy the clipboard. And of course, space from clipboard as well. Alright, so now everything works as it's supposed to. Well, the main guns work as they were supposed to. And of course, if you test all the guns at the same time, they are all now rotating appropriately to the target they are supposed to be following. Okay. Are you serious? You cannot turn this way? Come on. That? Oh yes, you can. Alright, I think this should be working 90% of the time now. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to do some editing on this video, that's for sure. Maybe even nullifying the sounds. Well, time for our detection system update. Well, we have some detection up here, which is coincidence and rangefinder. Clear line of sight of the vehicle, so detection is enabled. Really, yeah. Even this humongous barrels in the way, it's apparently doing just that. Because there is like a window block here, which allows this to see out of the vehicle. Kinda funky, but okay, I think we can do that on these guns as well. How it is? It's opened here. Alright, I'm gonna then place the AI detection equipment, coincidence rangefinder, 5-meter ones, not the best ones, but it's turned in the right direction? No, it's not. It's turned to look straight down into the turret, which is not a good idea. And like that. Clear line of sight of vehicle, alright. And now we just need to put RS receiver like this. Clear line of sight of vehicle, so detection is enabled. Alright. And now to the back end as well, because these turrets are symmetrical and well, symmetrical. They're pretty much one in the same turrets. AI detection equipment, coincidence rangefinder 5 meters, and how are you placed? Oh, you're looking up. That's it. You're looking forward now. Line of sight of the vehicle is blocked, so detection is not available. Alright. It's blocked, so detection out of vehicle is disabled. Okay. Here as well. So detection is enabled. Yeah, we're gonna have to put like a window block down there. And yes, you can connect this like this. They don't care for some other reason. So these have now ranging equipment on them, but we still can't detect anything that may come our way. So that's gonna be a bit of an issue if we leave it as it is. Well, we're gonna have to place some general detection equipment, which will allow us to see stuff. I'm also gonna place some detection on here. Yes. AI and connector and something like that. Detection equipment. I think I'm gonna place the camera gimbal tracker. Laser rangefinder. This is gonna be working just fine. And we're gonna have to use the 1 metal blocks here. I could place the armored rangefinders on them, but well, I decided like this, so it's gonna work. Even though it kinda looks funky now. It does kinda look funky. Yeah. It's okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just because it doesn't look the prettiest. Where are you? Laser rangefinder. The laser rangefinders are like the most accurate things when it comes down to tracking targets, but they still require some detection to detect the targets in the first place. Okay. Yeah, like that. So we're gonna have to also place that. I'm gonna also place something on this concept here, which will kind of screw me over, I suppose. Or maybe potentially not. We're gonna have to remove one of these couch increases. Yeah. Yeah, it's... How big are these guns? 1,500. Yeah, they're not gonna... It's not gonna hurt them at all if we remove one of these. I mean, 1,500 is still pretty much the same. AI, detection equipment. Oh, no. The connector first. Detection equipment. No, I want this. And I want this one as well. And wireless receiver. That's gonna be stuck down here. Yeah, like that. I'm also gonna do slightly bit different thing, and that is I'm gonna place another connector, and I'm gonna place a camera 90 degrees on top, like that. Yeah, it's still clear line of sight, and this one also has a clear line of sight. Yep. And now on this gun, I can also do the same thing, but the firing piece is here. This is like that. AI connector. You should seriously start. I should seriously think when I was building these things that how the rangefinders and everything else gonna be placed, but well, I didn't. So yeah. Not the best options that I'm having available at the moment, but still, it's okay. It's gonna work, and that's all that it kind of matters. Oops, come on, like that. Coincidence rangefinder. So pretty much near all our guns except for this ones, which yeah we can place. Oh, hopefully it didn't delete anything over there, but. 1,519, yes. We're gonna place also some on this side. Pretty much the same as the same thing as we done on that gun. Metal block, AI, detection, camera 90, coincidence rangefinder. Which one is the armored one? Oh, here it is. Just concede there. Will this cause any problems? No, it won't. Wireless receiver. Oh, this is now getting placing down there, and that's painstaking, but I want it on the guns. I want as many of them on the guns as possible because it divides the attention. Well, the attention. It divides them around the ship, and even if one single one, once the target is detected, after that point, it's not really necessary to keep on detecting it because the rangefinders will detect it as well. But for initial detection, you do actually need some amount of proper detectors. But once it's on, even the rangefinders will see the target, as long as they are seeing the target. If you have only one type of detection, it will actually kind of screw you over with that. One more thing we're gonna have to place is munition warners. That's gonna be a pain. But now we have some rudimentary detection on the ship. We're also gonna place some extra on the top of the vessel, and I'm gonna just place the basic, how do I call them already? 90-degree cameras in every single direction, like on the top. I forgot that I'm still in the build mode for a turret. Some very basic ones. AI connectors. We can also remove some parts here, 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 here. So we can have now just the camera 90 degrees. I would recommend having more than just cameras on the ship, radars and stuff like that. They can come in handy, but we are not really gonna need it, simply because we're fighting the Onyx warships, and they can be fairly easily detected with just optics. There is no point in actually going into more complex solutions. But fighting planes, for example, yeah, you will need something of a radar. Those things detect planes the best. Also, against submarines, you need sonars, pretty much, etc., etc., etc. That's just how things work at the moment. Can't really help you there. I'm actually trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna place the missile detectors. Or to the sides, it should not be that much of a problem to placing them. It's more front and back that I'm concerned about. Munition warners. Oops. That. More connectors. Munition warners. Blocks, metal. We're also gonna have to check whether or not our what is it already called? Post-processing cards, if we have enough of post-processing cards, yes. I think we can separate these two. Beam 2 meters, yeah. Like that, and AI, wireless receiver. These things will all need to be connected. The only thing that actually requires a transceiver on your ship is the core. Everything else just needs a receiver. But this is all connected now. Yeah, it will work. Front, back, munition defense, I don't know. Should I? It's important to have one, but I just don't feel like it. Oh well, I can live with it without for now, and we're gonna see later on. I mean, currently we're fighting the Onyx Watch, so I don't know how much of use we're gonna get out of our laser munition defense. Is there anything else that I have forgotten? Oh yes, the post-processing cards. Give me a second. 67%. Yes, we are lacking the processing cards, which I have stuck somewhere down here previously. Yes. Apparently, you guys are not good enough. You need to work harder. Oh well. I mean, you don't have to place them anything specific or stack them to a specific site or anything like that. So post-processing cards, not that much of a problem to place, just, you know, like that. And general purpose processing cards, yeah. Hop, 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 and hop, 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 hop. Wireless receivers. We only need one on this, and that's it. So we have now enough detectors, sensors, and everything else on the ship. Well, time for some combat testing. And I named the ship the Castle. Oh yeah, and combat. And you can see the steam engines. They're trying to keep up, but they just can't. Too damaged. Alright, it's pretty much already dead. Let's try another Marauder. And we're keeping an odd angle toward the enemy. Yeah, we're doing fine. It's okay. The guns are working. The stuff is, of course, there is gonna be some other stuff that I need to fix, but in general, well, the ship is working. It's killing stuff. Let's try a couple of Marauders at the same time, just to see how well it does. The ship is not taking any damage. Well, actually it is. It just damaged itself somehow. Oh, that's bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, this gun most likely shot into that gun, causing it to blow up. Bad guns. Yeah, that. So yeah, you will need a more strict limiter on you, I suspect. 30. Let's go to. Will it be 50 degrees or so? We're gonna try that one. Copy to clipboard, and as soon as I will exit this, it will of course throw me into the first person view, which I bloody hate. E. No, Q. Yeah, Q. Copy to clipboard, yes. Paste. 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 And of course, paste. Right, now if I turn the other way around, this direction, will this gun be able to shoot that one? No, it cannot. Good. So this is solved now. Or at least it should be. Still, you need to build yourself up. Oh yes! One thing I have completely forgotten to add. You lost your barrels up as well. Most likely due to the proximity explosion. If it turns out to be more of a problem than that, well, that would be an issue. But one thing that I have forgotten to put on the ship is repair bots. Yeah. And I'm gonna just place a couple on each section here that I think it gonna be needed there. Like that. Couple more of them here. Couple of them here. Couple of them here. I'm not really looking for like super extra Gigatera good repairs on the ship, just longer so that we get some extra helping when the ship needs to get repaired. for some other reason. Yeah, like that, and here as well, like that. Of course, we should also place a couple of them over the decks. I don't know where to though. Kind of looking. Yeah, the front guns still don't have the AI, but and these guns also don't. But yeah, I think it's gonna be okay even with those. I'm missing for now. Well, we can place a couple here on the entrance. Don't want them to be too noticeable or something like that. One here, right next to the stairs. One here. I think it's gonna be good enough like that. It's I'm not really looking for super heavy repairs on the vessel, so even though fighting the Onyx Watch, I think we're gonna be having quite a lot of damage done to them. I mean, from them. We're gonna take some amount of damage from them. But I think we will be able to survive just fine. You're still kinda leaning. No, you're not. It just looks like it, apparently. I have this onto the side where there the stats. It does show you what lean the ship is having, and yeah, it's not leaning at all. So yeah, it's okay. So this is gonna pretty much now work. If we place our Marauder there. Ooh. I think I just yeah, shot the crenellations here. Oh, but it didn't really do much of any damage, so it's okay. Oh, one more thing. It's ignore salvage, please. Yes, thank you. That's one of the things. And of course, auto adjust this. I have no idea. I mean, adjusting all of these manually. No, thank you. And I'm gonna drop this speed calculation down to something like 2 seconds or so. And yeah, like that. I think it's gonna be just fine. Also, I think we could place like a couple of repair pods back here. Kind of an appropriate spot. Yeah, but yeah, this is gonna be our ship that we're gonna put into the campaign. It's at, well, we did not manage to go past 39,000, so I'm okay. And 311,000 on material. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have enough of it. So this is gonna get posted into the campaign. And whatever problems it may have, well, we're gonna resolve it later on. So yeah, this is gonna be it for today. And, well, see ya!